Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following me, you know I've done a couple of videos on Danny Pantaleo before. I even did one yesterday. And Danny Pantaleo, I don't even know why this is an issue. Now, he has been suspended 5 years after killing Eric Garner, which makes absolutely no sense. You know, Daniel Pantaleo should be jailed for what he did. He killed someone for such a remedial reason. They thought he was selling Lucy's. You thought so somebody had to die for that reason? You know, these folks think anything that pops into their mind, that's a justifiable reason to kill somebody, and it's not. Danny Pantaleo is a murderer. He is a murderer. He murdered for no goddamn reason. I thought he was selling Lucy's. Get the hell out of here. So this came out in the Slate. NYPD suspends Daniel Pantaleo, officer involved in Eric Garner's death. August 2nd, 2019. He should be jailed. Anything short of this man being jailed is not justice at all. So we know what happened the summer of 2014 to Eric Garner, and they put him on what they call a police trial, which was a joke, that he was not put on trial, under normal circumstances, because you have a prosecutor that refused to go after Danny Pantaleo, and that in itself is a problem. So the prosecutor did not want to do their job. And so that's why he was given this policeman trial, which we know was a load of bullshit. They never were going to do anything to him, but, it was a circus. They had to make it look like they were going to do something about it. And as we know, Danny Pantaleo has not been charged with anything, as if he never committed the crime in the first place. And that's exactly how they want this whole thing to look. So the whole time, over the 5-year period, he was on desk duty for the NYPD. He was still getting his regular paycheck, his pension benefits. He was getting all that stuff. So the department has not decided whether they're going to follow the judge's recommendation to fire Danny Pantaleo. When Mayor de Blasio was put on the spot, he said he couldn't fire Danny Pantaleo, which is garbage. And I mean, even the governor weighed in on the whole thing and told de Blasio he needs to fire Danny Pantaleo. So as of today, he has been suspended. And all of the New York City understandably seek closure to this difficult chapter. No, you're not looking for closure. You're looking to let this cop off real easy. And so far, they've done that. So far, they've done that with Danny Pantaleo. All right. So, and on top of that, you got a very lousy police union that does absolutely nothing as far as justice for the people that live in New York. They're more interested in protecting these cops that, like Danny Pantaleo, that deserves no protecting. He needs to be punished for what he did. So the deadly encounter 5 years ago sparked a wave of protest, with Garner's last words, "I can't breathe," serving as a rally cry against police violence. And ladies and gentlemen, at one point in time, the New York police got so angry at the citizens, they said they were not going to patrol those areas, right? They stopped patrolling certain areas and the crime went down. It didn't get the results they were looking for. Always take notes of that. When these cops threaten to not police and come on calls, let them not do it, because the crime will probably go down in your area after they're gone. So Garner was 43 at the time, father of 6, and had been standing on a Staten Island sidewalk when he was approached by police. So we know what happened. While criminal charges never materialized, an internal department investigation found Pantaleo had acted dangerously. Pantaleo would never be trusted back out on the streets. Seriously. Would you be okay with seeing Danny Pantaleo show up on the scene? I sure wouldn't. I think just his presence alone would cause too much of a commotion. I mean, how do you really send him back out? You can't. You can't send this man back out anywhere. It would be a problem. So the Garner family, who spent years pushing for Pantaleo to be held accountable for the death, called the police department to fire the officer, because that's all they got left now, because the DOJ just said they weren't going to pursue any civil rights violation, which it was done because he wasn't doing anything at the time. He wasn't selling any loosies. They thought he was, but he wasn't. So we've waited 5 years. Emerald Garner, Eric Garner's daughter, said in a press conference Friday in reaction to the news, Commissioner O'Neill, fire Pantaleo. I mean, it's a shame that they have to even fight for something that simple, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's bad enough they dragged this out for 5 years. And that was done on purpose, as I stated in my video yesterday. You know, it should not take this long to go after anybody in this country. But they have elevated these cops in America at a God status. They have made them untouchable. This, you know, your congressman and your senator, all they're doing is passing more and more bills to make these cops completely untouchable. That is unheard of in any country other than America. You can go to any other country on this planet and cops do not have that kind of power. But in America, they do. And the only reason why they're giving these cops this kind of power is so they can come out on the streets and violate you any way they want. And it's justified because they pushed a pin that says so. And ladies and gentlemen, this is another reason to hold your congressman and your senator feet to the fire. They won't go against these police unions because they get money from them. That's what it really comes down to. That's why they have chosen not to protect the citizen of America, but to protect the cop. It's all about money. It's all about who they get money from. This is why Trump talks the way that he does, because he got over $2 million from the police union. So he's not interested in the safety of the citizens out here. In fact, no president has ever stepped up to the plate to say, we're going to do something about all of these cops shooting unarmed citizens. And they never will. It's all about money. If you don't have the money, you don't have the protection. The cops got the money through union dues and fees and stuff. So they get the most protection in this society over the citizens, and it should never, ever be that way. But America is a downright pig when it comes down to money. So money over life, money over its citizens, money over justice. That's how this whole system works, this rigged up system. That's how it works. is never going to do the right thing. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.